What is going on, YouTube? Here we go again. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of 2x2 Growing. Hope you're all having a really awesome day. All right, before we get into this one, I just want to give everyone a friendly reminder. This is a brand new microphone. This is the second episode with it. And if you haven't seen the first one, or if you didn't really listen to it, or if you just want to give a second comment, please tell me your feedback down there in the comment section. My quality of audio compared to a month ago, and I would really appreciate anyone's thoughts on that. Anyway, let's get into this episode. So we are back inside of the 2x2 grow tent, and we have the good old FC3000 hanging down on these lovely ladies. And what do we have here? We might have one of the most sauciest strains that I have ever grown before in my life. This thing is completely sugared out. Almost every single square millimeter of any plant surface has some sugar just coating it, and it is looking oh so good. And if you've not been watching this little mini series that I have going on here inside of my 2x2 grow tent, this strain is Ice Cream Cake from QuebecCannabisSeeds.com. Now, they don't have necessarily the best genetics, but this one is hitting it out of the park. It is absolutely completely covered and might have the highest THC count that I've ever recorded before for any strain that I've grown. It is showing quite the potential for that, but only time will tell. Those leaves are looking pretty saucy, but we shall see what the final effects are of the overall finished up bud. And to be quite honest, it is smelling spectacular. It smells like a really sweet vanilla smell, and it is ridiculously sticky. If you even try to take off one leaf with your fingers, you are going to be needing to use some type of cleaner on your fingers to get all that off. It is that much, it is that real, and this plant is that legit. But the only downside I do see with this one is that the yield isn't going to be absolutely crazy. The buds are much smaller, and it is going to be taking a lot longer for this pheno to finish. If you take a look at the pink kush that's growing inside of this tent with these three other plants that are Ice Cream Cake, the pink kush is way ahead of these three plants in the term of bud production. So if you're wondering what got these plants to this point, if you want to know the conditions, let me just help you out with that one. So the humidity inside of this grow tent has been around 35 to 48%. It has cracked 50% once, but that was only once, and you really want to keep it in between those sweet spots. You can always lower it to about 30 for the last week, but that's not what's going on right now, and I'm just telling you what's got me to this point. And for the temperature, you really want from around 72 at nighttime to 78 max, but 75 to 74 is a nice sweet spot that I personally like to have my grow tent at. Now, what might be the most important point that I can get across to you, and something I can't stress enough, and that is airflow. You have to have amazing airflow if you are going to be growing more than one plant inside of a 2x2 grow tent. I have 4 of them inside here, and as you can see, I have no oscillating fan sitting inside this grow tent. It is fully enclosed, the door is sealed up, and how I get my air through this grow tent, I use an overpowered inline 6-inch fan from Mars Hydro, and that thing is just sucking up a crazy amount of air. I have it set on 9 out of 10. All the leaves are rustling at all times. They're not getting any wood damage, and there's going to be no powder mildew or no bud rot whatsoever on these plants because that airflow is so intense. And on top of that, I get to save room. When you have an oscillating fan sitting above your canopy inside of a 2x2, you're taking up too much space inside of that 2x2 on my personal thoughts. It's going to be taking out a small chunk of a corner, and you need every square inch inside of a small 2x2 grow tent. So, the best way possible for you to be getting maximum airflow and you not worry about anything is just using an overpowered inline fan, sticking that thing on the top of your grow tent, and turning that thing to max power. If not 9 out of 10 or 8 out of 10, will probably do you just good. Anyway, I'm going to be wrapping this video up right about now, so please go down there and smash that like button if you haven't done it already. Take her easy, everyone. I will see you next time.